11, Fulton County DA Fani Willis wants to block 2 Georgia Senate subpoenas that could require she produce documents and testify on Friday. The state's Senate Special Committee on Investigations is requesting Willis's testimony and documents related to the election interference case and her relationship with former Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. In court filings, Willis says those documents are harmful to the prosecution. She's also challenging the legality of those subpoenas. But Willis can't seem to find a judge to oversee the case. Tonight, 3 Fulton County Superior Court judges have recused themselves from the matter.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, our girl Cash Money G, Fani Willis, Miss I'm Here for the People, decides that, you know what, I don't need to adhere to any subpoena. You don't have any power over me. Don't you know who I am? I'm DA Cash Money G Willis. I'm above the law. Holy macadamia nut. We got a lot to cover in today's video, everybody. So 2 huge things to discuss right now. Number 1, you heard the video that we just listed that 3 judges, 3 Fulton County Superior Court judges have recused themselves because Fani Willis does not believe in transparency. Fani Willis is trying to hide all of the nefarious acts, illegal prosecutorial misconduct acts that she has committed, that she knows it. Everybody knows it. The state legislator knows it. The public knows it. The DA's office knows it. We had whistleblower Amanda Timpson come on our show. She shared with us the egregiousness, the toxicity of Fani Willis's DA office. Everybody knows it, right? And so these judges are like, no, I'm getting as far away as I can from this. And so that is, to me, extremely revealing. I'm going to play for you this video too, where she just confirms, you don't have to take my word for it. Nez, you're so biased. Nez, are you racist? No, she plays the race card. This isn't about race. It has zero to do with race. It has to do with competence. It has to do with judicial process. It has to do with nobody is above the law. I don't care if you're a DEI hire. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what background, sex, age, orientation, ethnicity, religion. That's not America. That's not what the Constitution dictates. Before I play this clip, District Attorney Fani Willis defied her subpoena by the Georgia State Senate. Remember Bill Caucus, our main guy, who I love his accent, and he's just seems to be, and he's got the credibility to back this up. He's got the ethos, just a really stand-up guy, does his job, believes in the Constitution, believes in the separation of powers, believes in, judicial oversight, which colloquial just basically means this is why we have the separation of powers, right? We have the legislative, executive, and judicial. Well, that happens on both the state and federal levels. And so there is oversight by the legislature. And so the governing body, the executive branch, is the governor. The legislative branch is this committee and the legislation of Georgia, the people who are elected representatives of Georgia. And so colloquial, this just means we need to figure out what's going on here. Like, what are you doing? And Fani Willis wants to completely circumvent that. She wants to bypass that because, I'm black. They're just doing this because I'm black. No, they're doing this because you engaged in nefarious tax forfeiture fund theft to feed into your paying your lover boy, Nathan American Pie Wade, almost $1 million as a special prosecutor when you had no legality, no precedence to do that. And then not only that, you took advantage of taxpayer dollars, taxpayer funds to go to Aruba, Jamaica, all these vacations, cruises. Never mind the fact that you lied under oath, you committed perjury. Nathan American Pie Wade even contradicted all of her testimony in the disqualification hearing, amongst a million other things. But no, it's because she's black. So this Senate Special Committee on Investigations is chaired by Republican State Bill Caucus, who subpoenaed Willis to compel her testimony related to the committee's investigation into allegations that she misused taxpayer funds, which there is mounting tons of evidence to corroborate this. And then this is her response. Listen to Fani Willis's response to that.
Appear before a Georgia Senate committee without a subpoena?
Well, first of all, I don't even think they have the authority to subpoena me, but they need to learn the law.
Actually, they do.
So will you appear, yes or no?
I will not appear to anything that is unlawful.
Yeah, but it is lawful, Fani. It is legal, Fani. It is part of the Constitution, Fani. This is due process, Fani. You are not above the law.
I have not broken the law in any way. I said it, I'll say it amongst these leaders. I'm sorry folks get pissed off that everybody gets treated evenly.
All right. Unbelievable. Except for you, right? Except for you. Everybody gets treated equally except for you. So Cowsert said after Willis refused to testify voluntarily, the committee issued a subpoena, adding her legal counsel had indicated to the committee she would not be complying with the subpoena. What a big shock. Cowsert said, "We think it's unlikely that she will appear, but disappointing that she considers herself above the law." So Willis not appearing on Friday, the state Senate will now seek to compel her attendance through judicial order. That's what she tried to get Superior Court judges through the appellates to recuse, remove, and fight off these subpoenas. So the state Senate will seek to compel her attendance through judicial order that will work its way through the courts system in the next few weeks. Quote, Bill Cowsert said, "We do have the authority to investigate and to issue subpoenas to compel testimony and the production of documents. And if tested in court, that will be validated." Went on, she will be required to attend and she will be required to produce certain requested documents. It may require a court order for her to obey them, but that's where we're headed. Remember, a decision by Fulton County Superior Court Judge Scott McAfee to not disqualify her from the Trump case, which she has launched, which is a total sham trial, we all know that, is now on appeal, and that hearing is slated for December, and it is supposedly supposed to be televised, so we're going to live stream that. You got to subscribe. On Thursday, this is another big one. So here's the second thing. On Thursday, Judge McAfee dismissed 2 criminal court counts in Willis's case against Trump, ruling that prosecutors had no authority to bring the charges which related to alleged filing of false documents in federal court. Now, I have since talked to Trump's lead attorney, the GOAT, the Pitbull, Steve Sadow, and essentially what these 2 counts being dismissed essentially just come down to the real kind of 10,000 view of this. The broader picture is it's just these 2 counts, which are federal counts. The state does not have precedence or jurisdiction to prosecute these 2 counts. It really doesn't change anything other than the almighty powerful public perception that is mounting, building up steam like a snowball, that this case is falling apart. This case is a waste of Fulton County taxpayer funds. It's a waste of much needed resources to actually give real Fulton County residents real justice so they can get their day in court, which is what they should get. But she's too busy trying to, pursue fame and notoriety, which is absolutely just undermining these citizens' rights. It's just awful. It's like everything she touches turns to absolute. By the way, why is it that Peter Navarro and Steve Bannon, when they refuse to comply to a subpoena, they get arrested? Why doesn't Fani Willis face any such charges like that? Why doesn't she face jail time? Why don't they come to her house and handcuff her in front of all these reporters, in front of family members and such? I mean, she really thinks she's above the law. And then every single time she does a press conference, an interview, or speaks in front of some church or whatever, she says it's because I'm black. It's because I'm black. It's not because I'm incompetent. It's not because I stole actual forfeiture funds. It's not because I engaged in prosecutorial misconduct, both forensic and otherwise. It's not because I lied under oath. It's not because I committed perjury. It's not because I hired a special prosecutor and paid him $1 million of taxpayer funds, which then I took advantage of and went on vacation committing adultery with a married man. It has nothing to do with all of that. It's because I'm black. And here's the kicker. You want to know what Fani Willis did instead of honoring this subpoena? Instead of actually engaging in transparency? By the way, why are you not doing this? If you have nothing to hide and if you work for the people, does that sound familiar? What does that sound like? The same thing that phony-ass Kamala Harris said at the debates. My only client for my 30-year career has been the people. It's the same. I told you I've worked with these people. I know these people. I've looked inside their souls. There's nothing there. It's a vacant crater, a dark, menacing, malevolent crater. It's the same talking points, the same platitudes, the same absolute capital N nothingness. She doesn't give a rat's ass about the people. I'm telling you, I know them. I've worked with them. They're all the same. And so if she's working for the people, if you claim that you're on the side of right, if you claim that these people are just coming after you if you're black, why don't you actually prove it? What do you have to hide? Why are you refusing to comply to a very legislative, actual, credible process of the legislator? Why don't you honor the subpoena and show the entire world you have nothing to hide? To me, this really reeks of something nefarious going on behind the scenes, because otherwise, why wouldn't you share the documents? Why wouldn't you share text messages? Why wouldn't you be beyond grateful, beyond willing, beyond cooperative if you have nothing to hide? Somebody answer that for me in the comments. Am I wrong? Why not share this stuff? If you have nothing to hide, go to see the Senate committee. Honor the subpoena. Show the whole world that you have nothing to hide. If I'm wrong, let me know. Prove me wrong in the comments. Do you know where she actually went instead of honoring the subpoena? She went to ghetto Jasmine Crockett's celebration of some god-awful, God knows, DEI caucus of legislators and people who cheat and people who are deceitful and dishonorable and who do nothing right and only got ahead because of DEI. She went to some kind of conference, another award show honoring her for doing what? Stealing taxpayer money, lying under oath, and a million other egregious things. That's what she decided to do. Much like when there was that debate, remember back in May, April, much like when there was that debate with her, challenger, she decided to go to cocktails and conversations. Why? Well, because they're going to celebrate her. They're going to give her free drinks. They're going to make her look like a star. She gets to hang with Shaquille O'Neal. She gets to hang with celebrities. She gets to hang with Beyonce. Of course, she's going to shirk her duties on taxpayer money. No, mind you. Hey, Fanny, excuse me, Fanny, I'm a citizen. I'm an American citizen. I may not be a Fulton County resident, but I think I can almost say this with the utmost confidence without saying that I speak on their behalf, but I can almost say that I would think most of them want answers. I would say most of them want to know, why are you using my hard-earned tax-paying money for all of these things that have nothing to do with helping us, the residents, the citizens, the people who deserve their day in court, the people who fund your ass? By the way, once Senator Cowser gets his judicial order to actually compel Fani Willis to testify, that is going to be televised as well. And woo, Nelly, can you just imagine? I don't know about you, but I am salivating over that hearing. Holy macadamia nut, as well as the oral arguments that are going to potentially happen in December. But I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see more of this.
Yes.
Okay. I'm not going to get into the conversation per se.
You should.
Well, if he doesn't want to, we won't go there. So, Mr. Sadon, next question.
You know, it's kind of hard to say no when you've got that opportunity. But all I'm going to say is, was it pre-indictment in this case?
So
we know the timeline that the indictment was delivered.
so that we're clear, the physical relationship ended pre-indictment.
And is that when you were talking about the tough conversation?
But I'm not sure that the tough conversation didn't happen until after, but the physical relationship. So I'm sure if you ask Mr. Wade, because he's a male, he would say we ended June or July because physical contact ended then. Just in my mind, being a woman, it's over when you have that like hard conversation. I just think women and men think differently.
And I think the answer, Mr. Sadot, to your question was she's not sure whether it was before or after the indictment.
Well, I'm not sure that was her answer, but let's see if I can get specific.
That is what I said. That's what I said.
I'll let you. Next question, Mr. Sadot. If you need to clarify.
Want to say one more? The romantic relationship ended before the indictment was returned. Yes or no?
To a man, yes.
Well, to a man, yes. To you, no.
She's explained this, Mr. Sadot. She's explained this.
And did the forthcoming indictment have anything to do with that?
Ooh.
Or was it just a coincidence?
Mister, let's go on and have the conversation.
I've just asked you whether or not it was a coincidence.
Had absolutely nothing to do with this. It's interesting that we're here about this money. Mr. Wade is used to women that, as he told me one time, the only thing a woman can do for him is make him a sandwich. we would have brutal arguments about the fact that I am your equal. I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan. A man is a companion. And so there was tension always in our relationship, which is why I would give him his money back. I don't need anybody to foot my bills. The only man who's ever foot my bills completely is my daddy.
Is there anything else you would like to add to that?
No.
Sure.
But I'm sure we'll talk about it further.
No, we're not going to talk about it further.
All right, no back and forth. Let's stay down. Next question.
Oh my God, dear Lord. I mean, I laugh, but it's really not funny. It's absolutely embarrassing. Remember, the United States of America is supposed to be the lighthouse to the world, right? The leader of the free world. We're supposed to be at the forefront of geopolitical advancement, progress, innovation. They're watching all of this. This is 100% the byproduct of DEI woke ideologies that have infected. It is the worst contagion that has ever infected our republic. Everybody's watching. Everybody's laughing. I'm not just being presumptuous. We have actual testimony from citizens across the globe, France, Canada, Russia, Africa, Germany, UK. They're laughing at the United States and what they're doing to Trump, these sham trials, and you're putting these DEI prosecutors to launch these sham indictments just because it is weaponized, just because they want to impede him, just because they want to stop him. They want to stop the democratic process. They keep saying democracy is on the ballot, but every single action they engage in is a direct undermining of the democratic process, the democracy that they claim is on the ballot. So I apologize for laughing. Even though it is entertaining and funny, it's actually quite sad, the state of affairs and how this has reached this level. So I can't wait. I'm going to throw this off to you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. If I'm wrong, look, this is America. This is a meritocracy, at least the America that I know the framers and founders envisioned for our country through the actual powerful document called the Constitution. And so, if I'm wrong about anything, America's about the best idea wins. Doesn't matter who it comes from. The best person for the job wins. I want to hear from you. Turn the comments section into a thriving, engaging conversation. I want to hear from you. Prove me wrong. Let me know down below. As always, if you made it this far, don't forget to sign up for our free newsletter. It's free. That's in the pinned comment, show notes, and description. All you got to do is click on that link, click on the option for free newsletter, give us your best email, and you'll never miss out on everything that the woke fake media mafia will never share with you, because we only share the objective truth of what's really, really going on, doing our own due diligence and doing our own qualitative and quantitative research. Check out these videos coming up on the screen right here. Follow and subscribe over there. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.